I generally want to keep rendering eyes, but like the thing is, I mean like the face, I want to keep rendering and stuff, but like I want to give her makeup for the next live stream. I'm going to be like the makeup artist and stuff. I'm going to do her makeup and she's going to look for a bold makeup look. I want to do that. But like the thing is, she already looks like she has makeup on. So that pisses me off. Hold on, so let me look at face rendering. Ooh. I'm not really looking for this. Hold on. Maybe this one? Not this one either. I'm looking like for the 3D model. I can find it. I think it was 3D model. 3D model. I'm not looking for this. Oh, honey, how do you get rid of blackheads, dude? I don't know either, but I think like you shouldn't use like the nose stripper. You shouldn't use that. You should try using like an oil serum, honey. I'm trying to find like the reference I used to do. Face 3D model. I'm trying. There we go. I found it, guys. I found it. So I'm not gonna add like a lot of blush. Oh my god, she looks so pretty. Don't worry. Oh wait, it didn't download. I know this is the male head, but I swear it's going to change a lot. Arcade, oh that's just for the rendering reference. Don't worry. Oh, I'm dumb as hell. Hold on. So this is where the eyebrows are gonna go. I've already rendered, so I'm gonna go for this. I'm not sure if this is right. Hold on. I don't know either how to render a face. So where's the base that I used? Hold on. I can find the lines. Ooh. I think this is the one. Yeah, it's this one. Okay. So we're just gonna follow this little triangle, you see? We're gonna follow that. I'm begging you, hands off, Gabriella. Gabriella, hands off, Gabriella, la la. Back off, Gabriella. Gabriella. We're gonna fix this side. I'm gonna fix this side, okay. We're gonna lower the opacity, don't worry. Okay, then let's lower the opacity. Where's the... Okay, I know that looks so silly right now, but wait. Let's trust the process. Oh yeah, I just realized I have to draw Kiara's head. Okay, I can't really see it, but I think it's blurred. Like this edge only is blurred. Let's lower the opacity more. Something like that, okay. Then to make it more pop, let's make it a bit saturated and then a bit darker. Okay, that's a lot better. I'm gonna draw Kiara's head next. I can't really find it. Where is it? There we go. I guess I'm gonna have to draw her bold. I'm gonna have to draw her bold, y'all. I'm gonna have to draw Kiara bald, so forgive me. temporary, I swear. I'm begging you, hands off, Gabriella. Gabriella, hands off, Gabriella, la la. Back off from a fella, back off from la 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 la. Like who? You? I'm begging you, hands off, Gabriella. Gabriella, hands off, Gabriella, la la. Arabic teacher. Okay. So we're gonna draw the hairline now. Let's draw the hairline. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, here we go. Found it. Yeah, she's still beautiful even though she's bald. Like, I don't know how to draw the hairline, but like, whatever. Just ignore this. Hold on. I'm not sure if I'm doing this right. Oh wait, have I traced like something? I traced this earlier, so this should help. This should help. Hold on. Okay, that should help. Oh wait, where did the hair go? Where is it? Where did it go? Hold on, I can't find it. Okay. There we go, I fixed it. Then I'm gonna remove the layer. Where's the layers? No wait, I removed something. Okay, now we're gonna draw her hair. I mean not her hair, I mean the hair. The hairline. It's gonna be dark brown. We're gonna draw the hair later. I have to draw her like with a headband since I'm gonna be doing her makeup, so yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a lot better. I think the hairline's a bit low. Hold on. I think it's a bit low. Let's make her forehead a little bigger. She looks like she has a buzz go right now. Okay, hold on. Hands off, Gabriella. Gabriella, hands off, Gabriella. La 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 la. Is this supposed to be right? No, 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 no. I think her eyebrows are a little long. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's a bit long. Let's flip the layer. Oh, it's a bit asymmetrical, but like I don't really care that much. I mean, it's a bit asymmetrical, but this shouldn't be such a big deal. Hold on. Let me make this a bit wide. I don't know if it's supposed to be wide. Oh yeah, let's make it a bit wide. Then let's add the hairline back. Okay, that's a little better. Hold on. Now let's go back. Yeah, never mind. It's not better. Yeah, I don't really care anymore. Okay. Now we got the hairline. I'm not sure if that's right, but like whatever. Where's the one that I shaded? Hold on. There we go, I found it. Then like let's do the rest of the shading. Ooh. I'm begging you, hands off Gabriella, Gabriella, hands off Gabriella, la la. Back off from a fella, back off from a fella, like oh, oh. I'm begging you, hands off Gabriella, Gabriella, hands off from a fella, da da. Back off from a fella. Begging you, hands off Gabriella, Gabriella, hands off Gabriella, la la la, la 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 la. Like no 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 no. Guys, I swear, I chase like the facial features only. I only trade like the facial features, and I feel like people should do this more often if they like want to like visualize the, what do you call this? The your OCs in a more realistic way. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, but like the facial features, yeah. Like, look at this one. I just traced this. Hold on. I just really traced this one. I know it looks a bit cursed, but like, I know it looks a bit cursed, but I really traced that. And I feel like it shouldn't be really illegal. I don't know why people making a big deal out of tracing. It's really not. Okay, she looks a bit better now, guys. We're gonna add the blush later. I mean, we're gonna add the blush in the next stream, but like for now, she's gonna have this makeup look. No, 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 no. They could describe everything with one single word, you know? Like bubble tea, golly, Tesla, golly, fried chicken, golly, party on the Hollywood wheels, this song, golly, oh my god, the new beat, oh my god, is this real? Oh, we're the sunshine night, gang gang, the night, gang gang. Oh my god, this song's so lit. Congratulations. Now they be like gang, 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 gang. Gnarly, gnarly. Everything's gnarly. Da 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 da. Everything's gnarly. Honey, honey. I'm the shit. I'm the shit. Abby. I'm the shit. I'm the shit. Then da 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 the shit. No, no, no. I seriously wanna dance like they normally dance, but the thing is, I can't really shake my booty. Like, I can shake it, so yeah, I'm gonna have to cry. Go on. No, 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 no. No, I haven't heard of that yet. I'm still new to Cat's Eye. No, 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 no. This shit is so pick. She looks so pretty. No, 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 no. Okay, so now we're gonna do the eye highlights. I think it's gonna be here. It's gonna be inspired by Jinx. I tried like the arcane art style before, like a bit, like yeah. Oh my gosh, yes. Yes, I like this. No, 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 no. I think this looks fine now. She kinda looks like Hyuna right now. I mean, she is inspired by Hyuna, but like whatever. I generally have no idea how to shade like brown eyes. Like we're gonna do that. No, 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 no. Hands off, Gabriella. Gabriella, hands off, Gabriella. Back off, Gabriella, back off. We're just gonna do this. We're just gonna do like the arcane art style for the eye shading. We're gonna do that. Okay, so from what I'm observing, it's a bit like semi-realism, so we're gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. Why does she look like that? It's supposed to be like that. No, 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 no. She looks a bit weird. Now that her pupils are colored, she looks a bit weird. Oh yeah, she does look a bit weird. No, 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 no. Yeah, she looks a bit weird. Hold on. I'm gonna adjust it a bit. I'm gonna give it like a few gaps. Okay, that looks a little better now. This is my first time trying like semi-realism after like a very long time now. Kiara has like a beautiful brown eyes. Who are you calling ho? Me. Just kidding. I think I drew the eye a little bit weird. Yeah, they look a bit weird. Okay, they look a bit weird. She looks fake. Oh wait, no, it looks fine. Okay, it looks a bit fine. Now I'm gonna try drawing like the eyes in an arcane art style. So there's like a pupil in there, but like we're gonna add it later. Let's just shade first. Shading eyes is actually very easy, by the way. Crossed eye, what's crossed eye? I'm gonna check. Oh, she looks very asymmetrical, but it's fine. There's no symmetrical face, so that's fine. It's kinda okay, I kinda see it now. Hold on. I feel like she's starting to look a bit weird now. Okay. I mean, that should be good for now, but like, yeah. No, 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 no. Okay, we're gonna try making it again. I'm gonna show you guys how to shade like the eyes. Very easy. It's very simple. Hold on, let me fix like the lips first. Okay guys, I'm gonna show you how I shade like the eyes. Very simple. This is a very simple tutorial. Okay. So we're gonna draw the pupil first. We're gonna draw like an oval. Like that. Draw it on both sides. Make sure it's not too oval though. Just like that. That should be good. Then duplicate it. Now you should grab like a big fat brush, like fade watercolor. You should like the flat brush. You can also use pen fade for this one. We're gonna use pen fade. Then make sure you lower the opacity, like the brush opacity. I'm gonna do mine like that. And then just tap lightly, something like that. It's very easy. Yeah, it's very easy. Okay, we're almost done. Now let's add one more shadow to make it better. Now we're gonna add the pupil. You can just use pure black for this one. I mean, it's not very noticeable, but like, yeah. Then like, let's add the highlights. I'm gonna do like yellow highlights. Something like that. Lower the opacity, obviously. Then make it a bit lighter, change the hue a bit. Then add another one. Lower the opacity. if you want, you can add like a little highlight in the middle of the eyes. Now after that, choose like a gray color, like a gray blue color. Then do this at the top of the eyes. Then use airbrush eraser, then start like brushing like that, like erasing it. Then lower the opacity. You can make it a bit more desaturated if you want, like that. Then add more highlight again if you want. Just don't go pure white. I don't really go. I mean, it's not really a don't. It's just a preference. So you do you, okay? You do you. Ah, she looks so pretty. Okay. So that's how I shade eyes. Okay, that's how I shade eyes personally. I mean, you do you. You do you. Okay, I'm gonna add a little more highlight, just like that. When I shade eyes for like a dark skin character, I kind of make sure this little thing, it's not pure white, because it kind of looks cursed when it's pure white. Kind of like, I mean, it looks okay, but like, kind of looks better if it's a bit dark. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make it a little bit lighter. Yeah. Then let me add one more highlight so she looks more lovely. I'm begging you. Then let's add the shadow in her eyes. I usually do blue for this one. Like something like that. Then we go for that. Oh wait, doesn't really look that good. Yeah, doesn't really look that good in semi-realism, so we're gonna go for a bit more brown. Hold on, I'm gonna go for a bit more rounder shading. I'm begging you, hands off Gabriella. Oh my god, she looks so pretty. I love her so much. Then I'm gonna do I like doing this, like adding like an orange. Then I'll start blurring it. I used to do this a lot, but I stopped doing it for some reason. There we go. She looks so pretty. Yeah, she has a face guard. I love her. Now I'm gonna add like I don't really want to add the nose highlight right now, since that's gonna be part of like the makeup stream. So we're gonna get this for now. But since I'll be posting this on TikTok, I'm gonna add like a bit of highlight. Let me do this highlight. I'm gonna be adding highlight. So for this type of nose, I'm gonna be honest, that contour looks very ugly. I feel like it's a bit crusty. Like, I don't know, it looks unblended for me. It kinda looks unblended. So sorry. It doesn't look blended enough. It doesn't really look blended. I hate that. Okay, I'm gonna add a highlight now. My god, she looks so pretty. I'm begging you. Hands up, Gabriella. Gabriella, hands up. Oh my god, she looks so pretty, guys. Now lastly, we're gonna add like the highlight here on her cheekbones. Back up, Gabriella. Gabriella, back up, Gabriella. Hands up, Gabriella. Gabriella, hands up, Gabriella. Back up from the fella. I'm gonna blur it more. And there we finished it. I'm gonna add my highlight. So she can pop more. Oh my gosh, she looks so pretty. So now I'll just be shading her hair. I'll be like drawing her hair now. I don't
Face the mirror to avoid the thing. We're out of money and we sold the plane. And I just wanna take you. I just wanna take you. Love is a gentle thing. Yours is thicker than a velvet ring. Yours is thicker than a velvet ring. And I wonder Picked a mirror with a sharp, sharp blade. Bending how she was getting paid. Her water broke and they would have to wait. And when he knew that she was fooling, he faced the mirror to avoid the thing. We're out of money and we sold the plane. And I just wanna take you. I just wanna Face the mirror to avoid the thing. We're out of money and we sold the plane. And I just wanna take you. I just wanna take you. Love is a gentle thing. Yours is thicker than a velvet ring. Yours is thicker than a velvet ring. And I wonder, ring. And I wonder. Chilled in the kitchen of a city tune. The light would flicker like a violin moon. The night was thicker than a smoky fume. And eyes are weighted in the room. Then he loved her like he loved no one. The way she laughed and held a smoking gun. The way she always said what's done is done. And he is not the only one. Love is a gentle thing. Yours is thicker than a velvet ring. Yours is thicker than a velvet victim healer with a sharp, sharp blade. Bending now, she was getting paid. Her water broke and they would have to wait. And when he knew that she was fooling, face the mirror to avoid the thing. We're out of money and we sold the plane. And I just wanna take you. I just wanna take you. to me with a sharp, sharp blade. Benny now she was getting paid. Her water broke and they would have to wait. And when he knew that she was fooling, he faced the mirror to avoid the thing. We're out of money and we sold the plane. And I just wanna take you. I just wanna
off, Gabriella. Gabriella, hands off, Gabriella. Back off, Gabriella. Gabriella, back off, Gabriella. Like, ooh, and you gonna run you. I'm begging you, like, ooh, we could run you. She's feeling cold. I can't believe this is only for 3 hours. Ooh. She's feeling cold. I'm begging you, hands off, Gabriella. Gabriella, hands off, Gabriella, la 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 la. She looks like Lara from Cat's Eye. Hands off, Gabriella. Gabriella, hands off, Gabriella. Back off, Gabriella. From fella, back off, Gabriella. Like, ooh, he couldn't run you. I'm begging you. Like, ooh, she's feeling cold. I can't find the color that I used. Oh my god, she looks so pretty. I need her. No, 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 no. Oh my gosh. We got Lara. Hold on. I feel like I should like lower the opacity. Hold on. I don't really like the opacity in the glasses. I'm gonna try removing it. Yeah, never mind, it looks bad. Okay. She's feeling cold. Oh my god, she is so pretty. This is before and after, by the way. Okay, hold on. No, 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 no. This is before and after. Before, after. I will never understand why people say tracing is bad. Like, no girl, it's not a crime. I mean, if you're doing it right away, it's not really a crime, but like, yeah. Look at it. Oh, hold on. I lost it. Hala. Hala, binasa na. I remember like back in 2021. Honestly, I remember back in 2021, like James Charles. I feel like, if I remember correctly, he had like a photo shoot of him being pregnant. Then he was basically naked while being pregnant. I still have it in my gallery, I think, on my Google Photos. I still have it. So, yeah, it was pretty cursed, but like, yeah, he was pregnant while naked, okay? I can't believe YouTube approved that picture, to be you guys can actually search on YouTube, James Charles pregnant for 24 hours, something like that. Anyway, yeah, but anyway, look at the before and after. Before, after, before, after, before, after. Yeah, don't look it up, I swear. Before, after, before, after, before, after, before, after, before, after, before, after. Honestly, like one of my favorite features of Kiara is like this one, like this little smile. That's like my favorite feature of her. And like, I don't know if you guys know this, but like in her magical girl form, like her mole, it's just not a your regular mole. It actually turns into something like this in her magical girl form. It becomes like that, like this spark. Her mole becomes like that when she's on her magical girl form. Okay. Oh wait, I saw this little bitch. Honestly, don't blame me. She asked. Yeah. You're gonna regret it, but like whatever. The glosses makes her really pretty. I'm melting. You got some softness and some pearly white, pearly white. Yesterday, it was like my birthday yesterday, so obviously I went to the mall, cause like why not? I went to the mall yesterday. Then the thing is, I have a small problem. Like the mall, the light decided to shut down. Like I don't know, like there was a power shortage or something in the mall. So like I had to walk in the mall while it was all dark. Wait lang. Anyway, I really have to go now, guys. It's my bedtime. Bye bye. Okay, so I finished it. So this was it before, after, before, after, before, after. Bye bye. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye bye. Bye bye. Girl, I'm charging. Bye bye. Meow, meow, meow. Girl, I'm charging. Wait lang, ma.